Hey everybody, it's Heather with Diamonds and Dragonflies, and I am coming to you today with my weekly WIP and Chat. If you are new here and you do not know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. I am going to be working on a diamond painting today. I am starting my next section for my Just Breathe 2024 kit for the event I am hosting in the month of May. This is Finding Hope. It is Eeyore with a butterfly on his nose. This artwork is done by Regan Kubasek and is being sold and is legally licensed by Art and Soul Diamonds. It is a square resin drill kit that comes with 4 soul dust colors. We have 210, 554, which are both purples. We have 823, which is a blue, and then 3078, which is like a creamy kind of yellowy green, but very kind of pale and stuff looking. It's very pretty. I'm going to go over the items that I am using today for this event. I am using all things that are from our sponsors for the event. The washi tape that I have around here is a vintage butterfly tape. It is from Waterbug Gardens. I will have them linked below. They sell amazing washi tape that I absolutely love, and they are a sponsor of our event. So we have washi from Waterbug Gardens. The wax I will be using in my pen is from Putty Wax. They are another sponsor of our event. They donated a Distracted by Diamonds, which is their diamond painting portion of their company, or business, I should say. They're donating some wax samples and a diamond painting from their Distracted by Diamonds brand. This is Blueberry Muffin. I'm going to go ahead and get this out and load it into my pen. My pen that I am using is from Butterfly Effect Wares, which is another one of our sponsors. They donated a pen and putty from their diamond collection, which we gave away in week 1. So that prize has already been claimed. So we have this beautiful pen. This was their Ice Queen, but I just liked the color blues. I thought they matched in with my painting. I am using the single placer and a thin multi-placer. It's my number 4 slot single placer from Diamond Art Club. They are also sponsoring the event. They have donated a complete set of their regular multi-placers from 1 to 12 to the event. So thank you very much. The putty I am using today is also from Butterfly Effect Wares. This is their Violet Abalone. So the purples in this and the blues match the painting for me. I'm not using a larger multi-placer because this kit is very confetti heavy, and pretty much at the most I can multi-place maybe 4 drills at the same time, and the entire kit is seriously confetti. Now when I get into Eeyore, there's some small areas of color blocking, but not yet. And then the Trinket tray I'm using was custom made for me from Nikki Carell. She is part of Lady Lathe Customs by Design on Facebook. I will have their page linked below. She made this Just Breathe with a dragonfly trinket tray. This is amazing, guys. Nice high walls. It's very thick, very sturdy. She also made this little paw print trash minder for me. So I have that to use to put my trash drills in. And then last but not least, the tray I'm using is the Elements tray from Firefly Diamond Art. So it's a tray that comes with 3 different plates to put on the bottom. You have your standard plate, a multi-placing and single placing plate, and then a full single placing plate. I'm going to take a look at this section and then determine which size or which plate I'm going to want, whether it's the full single placing or whether I see any areas where I can multi-place. Give me just 1 second, guys. I seem to have misplaced my tweezers so that I can pull this back. How can I not have tweezers when I get one in practically every single kit I do? but yet I cannot seem to find any. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, here we go. They fell down behind my tray tower. So I will let you in on a secret. When I first kitted this kit up, oh, my release papers. These are from Bee's Crafty Corner, who is also a sponsor of the event. So thank you, Bee. She has donated 2 $20 gift cards to the event, which are still available. They have not been given out yet. So it is not too late. You can still sign up for the event up until this Friday, March 10th. This kit is also one of the pre-approved kits from Art and Souls event, You Matter. So I will have a link to their Facebook page down below, which is where you can go to join in that event. So at the end of this video, before we hang up or close up shop, I am going to do an unboxing of the event box that I purchased from the You Matter event. All right, it does look like I'm going to be able to do a little bit of multi-placing, so I am going to use this plate. So you just snap that down into place, and then I can stick my pen in there while I decide where I'm going to start. And I think I'm going to start with this color. So let me find my tray. So I had originally kitted all of this up into Elizabeth Ward containers. Well, that was not working. I was having to dump out and change out because of so much confetti. It was driving me batty that I ended up re-kitting up and transferring over into my Bella Art Dana Cole trays, who is also another sponsor of the event. There was just too much of having to change, going from color to color to color, that it was driving me crazy. And I felt like I was not making any progress whatsoever. So once I switched over, things started going a lot more smoothly. I was able to complete things more readily, and I was much happier. I was a much happier camper. So I've gotten spoiled, guys. You know, it just is what it is. And I have gotten very spoiled in working straight out of trays, that it makes it very difficult for me to not work out of trays anymore. So I do believe I'm going to have to add a little more putty. Yep, we're going to need to put a little more putty in the multi-placer. So how have you guys all been? I hope you guys have had a great week. If you didn't join me on Sunday for my live, I'm sorry I missed you. You can watch the replay. It is up. Please just leave a comment of #replay so that I know you watched it on the replay. That way I just know how many people are watching the replays. I sure hope you do, especially if you're entered into the event, as that's how you're going to find out whether or not you won on Sunday or not any of the week 1 prizes. I still have 5 prizes that the winners have not come forward to claim their prizes. And they only have until this Friday, May 10th to do so. If they don't contact me by then I will be redrawing winners for those prizes later on in the month. So we will wait, and we will do it later on in the month in case they do get in touch with me at some point. So it has been a very stressful week for me. I actually had a conversation with my cohort for the event, Shell from Black Dahlia, this morning. I have been feeling very overwhelmed by the event. I am not someone who is, how do I want to put this? So I am an extrovert, okay? So I am very extroverted. I like talking. I like getting to meet people. I like chit-chatting. I like all those things. However, I can only take so much socialization in a day that has any type of negative element to it. There has been a lot of, I don't want to say necessarily negativity, but frustration. I am someone who is a very detail-oriented person. So I pay close attention to event rules, the requirements, whatnot, and I read everything that is posted. I read everything that's posted. I will go back through a post or, through a group that I am belonging to. If it's an event, I will go back through the event page to make sure that I have not missed anything that I needed to be able to see. I will check in the featured section to make sure that I'm not missing any important things that the hosts of the event have pinned to the featured section. That is just me. That is how I do things. That is how I operate. I am very, very detail oriented in that. With that being said, I have greatly tried to make sure that I have spelled out in great detail all of the possible scenarios for you guys in regards to the event. However, there have been a handful of people who I don't know what the issue is, to be honest. I don't know if it's the fact that they are not understanding what I am saying, whether or not they just don't get it, whether or not they're not bothering to even read the information. I don't know what I don't know what the miscommunication is. Because I don't know what the miscommunication is, I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to get the point across. And I worry that I'm coming across, what's the word I'm looking for? That I'm coming across like a bitch. I mean, I guess that's the best way to put it. That is not my intention. I am trying not to. It's hard for me. This is something that I struggle with. Doing my YouTube channel, hosting an event, these were things that were kind of a trial lesson for me socially within my therapy, for me to try and step out of my comfort zone. Part of me having borderline personality disorder is I have great difficulty having and maintaining social relationships, whether that be a friend, a family member, a coworker, etc. I have great difficulty with that. I have been written up on multiple occasions, have even been fired from jobs in the past for being what they considered insubordinate, because I have questioned a practice, a rule, an order, whatever, and have suggested that there was a better way to do it, that it hasn't always been the fact that I have done that, but how I did it, how it came across, what my tone was, how I said it, the time, the place, all the things. So that is something that I greatly struggle with. That is really coming into play with trying to do this event, trying to maintain my filming schedule for the channel. I am now going live once a week. So every Sunday for the month of May, I am going live for the event. And that is taking a lot out of me. There have been numerous people who are not respecting my boundary of not contacting me on Facebook Messenger, but emailing me instead. The best part is when someone will post something asking a question on the group page, or they will email me, and then 10 minutes later, because I haven't responded, they're lighting up my phone with Facebook messages. People, I do not walk around with my phone attached to my hip answering Facebook 24/7. If I did that and I responded to every notification that came up, I would never get anything done. I literally get anywhere from 20 to 100 Facebook notifications a day. That is not an exaggeration. That is what my phone is blowing up with. I belong to numerous groups. I run my own Facebook page. I myself am participating in some events since I can't technically participate in my own. I mean, I am in the fact that I am doing kits, but I can't participate for prizes. I can't win anything. And I don't know about you, but I like winning things. I don't have a lot of money. So it's a great way for me to be able to get things that I can share on the channel and that I can use to give my feedback, etc. with you guys and give you my opinions on. So when someone starts sending me Facebook messages and plus they're emailing me, plus they're posting on the site asking the same question, it's like, come on, people, I need a little breathing room. You're greatly overwhelming me because I start to feel very guilty that I can't be all the things for all of you all the time. And that makes me feel like I'm failing. Someone was kind enough to post in the group today that they really appreciated everything that I was doing and thought that I was doing a fantastic job hosting the event. And I thanked them, but said I needed to hear that because I literally feel like I am failing. I feel like I am failing all of you. I feel like that I cannot say anything negative. I feel like I have to just say okay, even when it's in violation of the rules. Because I'm afraid of the conflict. I'm afraid of upsetting someone. I'm afraid of someone getting angry. I'm afraid of someone leaving the group because they didn't like my response. Even if I gave the response that I did because they didn't follow the rules. Okay, hey guys, sorry. I had to pause that for a second. It was getting really hot in here and I had to turn on the air conditioner. And then I had to make sure that it wasn't too loud, that it was drowning me out. So I do not think it is. So hopefully it's not going to bother anybody. I apologize if it does, but I'm like literally sitting here like sweating to death. And I was getting a little upset. So I needed to take like a minute for myself. I don't like feeling afraid of upsetting people. I don't like feeling like I can't be honest. And, you know, if someone is not following the rules, that I can't say, look, these are the rules. They apply to everyone. You're not special. So I need you to follow the rules. You know, I can't be giving special treatment to everybody on different things. Because I don't know all of you. I don't know most of you. And I don't know how you're going to respond. Different people respond to different things in different ways. And I don't know whether or not, you know, someone in the group is not going to be like, well, if I can't do it this way, then I'm not doing it. You know, I don't know that. And I'm afraid of that. Right or wrong, I'm afraid of it. I guess you could say I'm afraid of people not liking me. That is a legitimate fear that I have of not being accepted. Remember, abandonment issues. So, you know, if people start leaving the event or leaving the group because they don't like something that I said, or because I wouldn't let them get away with bending or breaking the rules, I don't know how that's going to make me feel. I know that it makes me anxious and causes me to have a panic attack thinking about it happening, that I don't know what would happen if it actually would happen. Yes, that is a me problem. That is not a you problem. That is 100% a Heather problem. I need to learn the whole you can't please everybody all the time. And that no matter what I do, there are going to be some people that are just not going to like me. Whether they don't like my bluntness, whether they don't like the way I talk. You know, it could be 100 million reasons why somebody doesn't like me. And I need to understand that that is a risk I take by engaging in social media. And I can say that. I can sit here and say that I know that that's a risk. And it's true. I know that that's a risk. It doesn't mean that I feel it. It doesn't mean that I accept that that's a fact, or that that's a thing, or that that's a risk that I'm taking. I did not expect the event to be as triggering as it has been for me. I thought that things would get better once the initial prepping of everything was done. It has in some ways, it hasn't in other ways. And I don't really know what to do with that, to be honest. I don't know. There are problems and I don't know how to fix them, I guess is what it boils down to. I also have a lot that's happening right now in my life. My mother-in-law arrives. It'll be tomorrow for you guys. This is supposed to go up on Wednesday. We are going to pick her up on Thursday. She is actually on the East Coast right now. She lives in California. It has been 2 years since we have seen her. It'll be 3 years this November. My husband and I went out to California Thanksgiving of 2021 and visited and stayed for 10 days, I think it was. We spent 3 days in Santa Cruz, and then we drove up to Northern California and we stayed for 6 or 7 days with them in Northern California. It was a wonderful vacation. But she has not been here since 2017 or early 2018. I can't remember if she was here in 2018. It was earlier in the year because I had surgery that fall, and so I know she wasn't here when I had surgery. So I think she might have been here around this time in 2018, but that's the last time that she's been out here. Part of that had to do with COVID. Part of that has to do with her health. But she is here for a business. She's a real estate broker in California. And she is here for some type of conference, conventions, I don't know what you call it. A series of meetings in Washington, D.C., which is about a 2-hour drive from where we live. And she has meetings. I'm filming this on Tuesday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, or Tuesday and Wednesday. And so we are picking her up on Thursday for her to come and visit. My youngest daughter, is coming home Wednesday, so the day that this goes up. She is coming home for Mother's Day weekend and to help get ready for her grandmother to come and diamond paint and, you know, spend time with me and all the things. Spend time with her stepmom for Mother's Day. So there's just a lot to do. Our dryer is still not fixed. So we have not been able to keep up with laundry like we normally do. So today I have been washing massive loads of laundry so that when my husband gets home, he's going to take them up to the laundromat and dry them. So we've been washing them here, and then he takes them up, fills up all the dryers, and then dries them all. Takes him about an hour, and then he comes back home with them, and then I help him put them away. I am in a great deal of pain right now. I feel like someone took a piece of rebar and shoved it into the back of my neck where it meets my shoulder blades, and they shoved it all the way through my spine down to my tailbone. So I am trying to work through the pain to be able to get as much laundry washed as I can. He's yelling at me, telling me to stop. My daughter's yelling at me, telling me to stop. And do I want to stop? Yes, of course I want to stop. I am in pain. But, you know, we're running out of time. Time is of the essence here. And we're running out of time. I am feeling useless that my husband is having to do all of this cleaning, all of this prep work, and he's at work all day, and then he's got to come home and he's got to do all the things while I'm here all day, sitting and diamond painting. My back and hand have actually gotten to the point where I can't even diamond paint all day like I used to. It hurts to sit. I go about an hour, hour and a half until I have to get up. But then the minute I stand up, I'm in agony. So I've literally been sitting with heat on my back pretty much all day long. That's the only thing that I can do to make it tolerable, which is scary considering how much pain medication I take in a day. And yes, I do know that the pain medication is helping, because when I miss a dose because I sleep through it, or I'm not home and I don't have my meds with me, I feel it. So it's terrifying to me that this is how I feel. This is how much pain I'm in on medication, that if I wasn't receiving prescription medication for pain, how much pain I would actually be in then. I am very stressed right now. I have my long-term disability reassessment. Next Tuesday, I go for what is called a functional capacity test, which is a 3-hour-long physical test to see what I can and cannot do physically, to determine whether or not I am physically permanently disabled, or whether there is some job that they can come up with that I could possibly be able to do. I don't really see that being the case, considering that nothing that I am actually able to do can I do for more than an hour or so. That's about max. And then I need anywhere from 1 to 4 hours afterward to recover from whatever it is that I did. It's very upsetting for someone like myself who suffers from borderline personality disorder, because control is a huge part of my disorder, of having control, maintaining control, and I literally have zero control over the decisions that are going to be made regarding what I can and cannot do. And it's frustrating to know that it's someone who is going to spend 3 hours one time with me, and they're supposed to be the person deciding whether or not there are jobs out there that I can do, that I can work an 8-hour workday somewhere doing something. I can't even begin to know how that is supposed to work. No clue. And that is absolutely nerve-wracking and upsetting. I'm to the point where I'm having a panic attack daily. I don't know what we're going to do. I like having a plan. I need to have a plan. I need to have some sort of idea of what we're looking at for the next few months. Doesn't have to be pretty. Doesn't have to be all wrapped up with a bow. It doesn't even have to be anymore that, well, if it doesn't happen exactly like this, all hell's going to break loose. That used to be the case. That is not the case anymore. But I do need some sort of plan. Just got to wait and see. Yeah, that doesn't work. That doesn't work with me. And that literally is what my life is right now. I don't know whether I'm going to have income after the month of May. It is all dependent on this one test that I'm having next month. That determines whether or not I continue to receive my private long-term disability payments. Today, as you can see, no brace. I'm able to diamond paint with my right hand. Yesterday, nope. I was going to film this yesterday. Couldn't diamond paint. I had to diamond paint left-handed yesterday. All this morning, my hand kept going numb. Every time I put the pen in my hand would go numb. Take the pen out of my hand's fine. Put the pen in my hand goes numb. It was like that all morning. Finally, it stopped, and I'm like, you know what? It's not acting up right now. Now is when I need to film my WIP and chat. Because who knows when it's going to start again. Friday, went to the movies with number one son, only son, and the hubby. We went and saw Phantom Menace, episode 1 of the Star Wars trilogy, at the theater. They were re-showing it, and we went and saw it. And partway through the movie, my hand just started throbbing. My hand was literally just sitting, lying in my lap while we were watching the movie. And then all of a sudden, it is just throbbing and throbbing and throbbing. I am having to fight back tears. I am massaging my hand. I am doing everything that I can to keep from screaming because of the pain that I am feeling. And all I was doing was sitting in the movie theater. I wasn't even using the hand. I wasn't feeding myself popcorn. I wasn't holding a cup. Literally hand resting in my lap. And I am all of a sudden in throbbing, excruciating, 10 plus level pain. I thought we were going to have to leave. Finally, from rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it, it finally settled down to a point that was tolerable. I am greatly feeling a financial burden, not just on not knowing whether or not I'm going to have income come June. That's a huge part of it. But I had a month and a half ago successfully paid off all of my Afterpay and Sezzle payments and debt that I had incurred that way. And then I started shopping again. When I get upset, I buy things. I was going through a rough patch. I was greatly upset, and I was not being able to control my spending. I had not realized that I had spent what I had spent, that I have incurred great debt. I spent this morning contacting the companies, asking if there is something we can do, because I cannot afford to make all the payments that I am supposed to make right now, and postponing them just for a week or two is not helpful. One, because I'm not going to have any income in that time frame, but two, because then the next set of payments are due then, and so then I need to make double payments. I am struggling greatly financially. I did not take into consideration, when I had all of these sponsors coming forth and donating prizes, I didn't take into consideration that I was going to have to pay to ship them, that they were not all gift cards, and that was going to require me paying shipping costs to ship the items to the winners. So I have that worry on top of it. I have graciously had some people, which I am extremely grateful, that have either made a small donation to the channel to put towards shipping costs for the prizes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have had some of the prize winners say to me, I will cover the shipping of my prizes, not a problem. But then I have others that either won't or can't. You know, I don't know why, but, you know, and I don't want anyone to not win a prize because they can't afford to pay the shipping to have it shipped to them. So that's not going to happen either. So obviously I set up the event. I took on that burden. I am appreciative to everyone that has helped out through either a PayPal donation or has bought me a snowball on my Buy Me a Coffee link that I have in the description below. I am very grateful for that. I wish that it wasn't even an issue. I wish that I didn't even have to question it or worry about it. And I could be like, sure, I can ship everything to everybody. No sweat, no problem. But unfortunately, I am not made out of money. I have not been working now since September of 2022. So we're at like the 18-month mark. We're close to it. Maybe a little over it. I'm not quite sure. But I'm in that ballpark. And it is what it is. I don't want to talk about that anymore because it's very much depressing me. And there's nothing I can do about it right now anyway. So, let's talk about something more fun. So we went to the movies on Friday night. I got to see my son. I got to spend some time with him, which was awesome. I had not realized the time frame in which the prequels to the original Star Wars movies had come out, that they actually came out before William was even born. That he had not ever seen them in the theater. So it was really cool to be able to have him get to see them in the theater for the first time. Obviously, we are a Star Wars family. He has seen them and watched them numerous times. But it was really cool for him to be there with him when he got to see it on the big screen for the first time. I have to check the listings again because I was kind of under the impression that they were going to be showing all the movies each week, but I was not seeing a listing for Attack of the Clones for this week. I really want to be able to see them all again, but I worry because, like I said, my mother-in-law is visiting, that I don't know that she's going to want to go to the movies to see a Star Wars film. I have no idea. But I don't know that that's something she's going to want to do while she's here. But yet, if they are, I know they're only showing them for a week, and I don't want to miss it. Especially since William has never seen them in the theater. I mean, neither has Emily, for that matter. Obviously, she didn't go with us last week because she was not home. If they are showing episode 2 this week, she is home, so she would be able to attend. Sammy is not coming home for the weekend because I don't have any place to put her. With Emily being home and my mother-in-law visiting, I do not have an extra bedroom for her to stay in. So instead, we are going down. Oops, I missed one. We are going down to see her on Saturday. So Saturday, we are going to make the trek down to Maryland. And we are going to pick up Samantha and go out to lunch with my mother-in-law so that she can see Sammy. So that is our plans for Saturday. Sunday, on Mother's Day, Emily and I will be doing the live together for the Just Breathe event on my channel, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It is going to be a shorter live since it is Mother's Day and my mother-in-law is visiting, and that is her last full day here. She flies out on Monday. I don't know what time, so I don't know how long in the day she is going to be here on Monday, but because I do not have her flight schedule, but I do know that she is flying out that day. I just don't know what time. Emily is returning back to school on Monday as well, at least as far as I know. She is off work. She finished her first graduate year. She starts her summer internship on the 20th of May. So she is off until then, but she has been wanting some downtime, alone time in her apartment. Her roommate has gone home for the summer. So Emily and Juno are by themselves currently. And Emily is very much an introvert. And she is lapping up the whole having time and space to herself. I was a little sad. I very much wanted her to come home and wanted to have these 2 weeks with her. But I get it. I understand. I understand where she's coming from. I understand, that she has different needs than what I do. I think part of it comes down to she doesn't see it from a mom perspective because she's not a mom. I think that if and when she ever has children of her own, if that happens, I think she might understand and be like, oh, I get it now. Yeah, maybe I should have came home and spent more time, or maybe not. Maybe she won't. It's okay. Once again, it's a me problem, not a her problem. I have especially wanted her to be home right now, simply because now that she's diamond painting, we could sit and diamond paint together. Speaking of which, the night I am filming this, so it will already have happened by the time you guys see this video, my Zoom paint-along first paint-along for my Patreons is happening tonight. I'm a little apprehensive and excited at the same time. If you don't know what that is, my Patreon is a program or a website and an app that you can join. There are 3 tiers for me, but creators set up tiers and then you get some type of perks. You pay money monthly and then you get something in return. For my Patreon, I have 3 tiers: blue, green, and purple. Purple is the highest tier at $20 a month. Green is the middle tier at $10 a month. And then blue is the bottom tier at $5 a month. Depending on what tier you belong to, you get different perks. For example, the green and purple tier get 2 monthly Zoom paint-alongs. What that is that I schedule a time on Zoom. We're doing Tuesdays at 8 o'clock. And everyone that is a green or purple tier, so the $10 or $20 tier, will get a meeting invite. And then they can join the Zoom paint-along. We'll all log in. We'll be able to see each other. And we will be diamond painting and chatting. I get to know them. You guys get to talk to me in real time. I get to talk to you in real time. I get to know more about you guys. You guys get to know more about me. Things that maybe I'm not so willing to share on a public forum on my YouTube videos. I am pretty open, but it gives me an opportunity to get to know you guys and for us to form a closer bond and like friendship. So I am very much looking forward to that. Like I said, at the same time, I'm very anxious and a little, but for the most part, I am looking forward to doing that. The next one will be, I do believe it is Tuesday, May 21st. is the next one. So if it's something that you would like to participate in, the link to my Patreon is down below. You can sign up to join my Patreon, and as long as you do the $10 or $20 tier level, then you can participate in the Zoom paint-alongs. The main difference between but there are other benefits, not just the Zoom paint-alongs. All tiers get to help me vote on different things, like kits I'm going to do, events I'm going to participate in. You guys have been helping me figure out which paint gem sets I'm doing each month. I set a challenge of doing a paint gem kit every month. You guys have been helping me pick out which sets I was going to do. I'm hoping to make some progress on that this week. I have kitted it up. You guys chose for me to do the floral edition. I have not completed any as of yet, but that is something I'm going to be working on while people are visiting and I'm downstairs, because I'm not going to have use of my art room once Emily arrives. So I figure I can work on my paint gems because they're travel ready, and I can take them downstairs and work on them on a tray table in my living room. So that I plan on kicking some of those off and getting some of those done this upcoming week/weekend. One of the other perks is you do get the privilege. I hate saying it that way. It sounds so kind of conceited. But you get the right to be able to message me on Facebook and become a Facebook friend if you want to follow me on Facebook, my personal Facebook, not my Diamonds and Dragonflies. Anyone can do that. But so you have, I guess, more access to me. I've very much been trying to get people to stop just messaging me on Facebook and to email me instead, which I talked about in the beginning. It's just very overwhelming for me. And it is one of the perks of my Patreon to have that more personal communication and stuff with me. My top tier, there is a monthly drawing. So I give away something from my stash every month. So they get the ability of being in that drawing. So to get a prize or to win something from me diamond painting related, whether it's a kit, a tray, some putty, some wax, some washi tape, release papers, whatever. But they get access to that drawing to receive something for free from me. And then once I'm doing the monthly live streams for the event, but once this month is over, then only my Patreon members will be able to attend. I'll do a once a month live stream that they can participate in. And it will just be open to all 3 tiers of my Patreon. We'll have access to that. So yeah. So that's a thing. It is growing. I have 14 members now to my Patreon. Other exciting news. I hit 500 subscribers a month early. So thank you all very, very much. I can hardly believe it. You guys have been amazing. The amount of support, the amount of comments, the amount of views I'm getting. My heart is full. You guys have definitely made me feel wanted, appreciated, and you have no idea how happy that makes me. So I am very, very excited about that. I am setting a new goal of let's aim for 750 by September 1st. So let's see if we can get to 750. by September 1st, guys. So that might be a little ambitious. Maybe I should say by December 31st. What do you guys think? Do you think it's doable to hit it in September? 250 more subscribers in roughly 4 months? I don't know. That might be pushing it. That might be pushing it. All right, we'll hold on to it for now. Let's see if it happens. If not, it's just what? A failed goal. You know, we'll just extend it. So, you know what? Maybe that's a little too much pressure. Let's say by the end of the year. 750 by December 31st. Okay? So let's try and get there. So if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It is 100% totally free to subscribe to my channel. Does not cost you anything. You will then also be able to hit the bell, which is also 100% totally free. And that will notify you of when I put up new videos, because it is very random. You never know when I'm going to put up something. So I am unpredictable in terms of that. It depends on how my mental health is, how my physical health is, what I can and cannot get up, and what is going on currently in my life. So yeah, I am going to be doing a 500 subscriber giveaway. I am going to currently put that on hold until June. The reason being, I am already dealing with the event. I can't handle one more thing that I got to deal with this month. It's too much. So we will be doing the 500 subscriber giveaway. If by some miraculous reason I hit 750 by June, which I do not think is even remotely possible, but should that for some reason happen, then I will be doing 2 giveaways, one for 750 and one for 500 in the month of June. But sorry about that, guys. Once again, my 1:30 alarm went off. One of these days, I will learn to turn that off before I start filming. Maybe I'll remember to do that. We'll see. But what I was saying is that in June, I will do my 500 subscriber giveaway. If for some reason I get 750 by June, which I do not think that that is even remotely possible, but should something miraculous happen, then there will be 2 giveaways, one for 500 and one for 750. But thank you guys oh so much. I really appreciate the support. I really appreciate your viewership. It means a lot. It means an awful lot. Well, with that being said, I am going to grab the Art and Soul You Matter event box that I received, and I'm going to share it with you. So I will be right back. All right, guys. So I am participating in Art and Soul's You Matter event, and they had 12 of these event boxes that were up for grabs, and I grabbed one. And let's see what is in here, guys. Ooh, look at the pretty paper. Wow. Okay, there's all kinds of stuff in here. So we have some Airheads. My husband will be very happy about that. So we've got the Airheads. We got a beautiful bracelet with some stickers, suicide awareness, BFF diamond painting pens and accessories. Okay. A sticker, more self-love. We can never, ever have too much of that. Anxiety and stress. Okay, that has to do with the bracelet. So let's see what this says. I'm trying to get the bracelet off without damaging anything. Amethyst is a protective stone. It relieves stress and anxiety, soothes irritability, balances mood swings, and dispels negativity. Blue sodalite enhances emotional healing to provide inner peace. It is also believed to reduce anxiety and tension from excess stress. Labradorite is known for its ability to calm an overactive mind, reducing stress and anxiety. And those are the 3 beads that are in this bracelet. So that is really, really cool. Thank you very, very much. Let's see what else I got here. I have a keychain, little reminders. You are enough. It's okay to have bad days. Don't believe everything you think. You are so very loved, and be kinder to yourself. Those are all things that I need to remind myself of every day. And then the first thing I have in here is a pen along with a bunch of goodies. Oh my goodness, that pen is gorgeous. So I have 2 cover minders. We have a question, or the comma with the heart, and then we have peace, love, cure, suicide prevention awareness. Those are beautiful little cover minders. Thank you for your order and supporting my small business. And then let's look at this pen. Look at the pen, guys. That is very, very pretty. Oh, I like that. It's a little on the thinner side for me, but that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you. We got our You Matter tray, Art and Soul. It has a magnetized stopper that goes in. And it magnetizes the lid as well. And my understanding is I think this glows in the dark. So that will glow in the dark. We got some washi tape that has some hearts, and it looks like a cupcake or something. Or maybe that's a crown. No, I think it's a cupcake with some hearts on it. We have some candy. I got another cover minder of the heart and question mark, so I have 2 of those. I have another sticker of some flowers. The journal with the You Matter logo on it. So I have a little journal that I can write in. Very cool. And then the little tote bag, canvas bag of You Matter that I can put any of my goodies in. Oh, and then there's some more candy in the bottom. So thank you very much, Art and Soul. Thank you to all the small shops that put together all of the amazing things that are in here. I greatly appreciate it, and I look forward to using them. And remember, guys, just because someone doesn't look like they're suicidal or that they would ever consider harming themselves doesn't mean that they won't. Doesn't mean that they haven't already, and doesn't mean that they couldn't in the beginning. It is a state of mind. It is a mental health issue that can go very, very unseen. Remember that words hurt. Remember that actions hurt. Try to make your words and your actions be filled with kindness. I myself have to remind myself of that as well. My daughter has a tattoo on her forearm that says kindness is free. And it is, people. It doesn't cost anything to be kind. But it can cost everything to be mean. With that being said, please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment. Leave me the ribbon. I think it's gold on the emojis. And no, that doesn't fit us, but that's okay. Leave the ribbon emoji for today's WIP and Chat. And remember, guys, without the darkness, we'd never see the stars. Till next time, bye.